Hi. In this session, let us discuss the division of a decimal number by another decimal number. Let us start with a simple example. Suppose I have a decimal number 25.5 which I want to divide by say 0.5. Right? Now how do we go ahead with these kind of divisions when both the divisor and the dividend are decimal numbers? Now here, if I can understand this as a fraction, right? Suppose if 25.5 can be expressed as a fraction, it is 255 by 10 divided by 0.5 is 5 by 10. Now this can be written as 255 by 10 multiplied by 10 by 5. You understand? 10 and 10 gets cancelled, and 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 5 is 21, 5 ones are 5, so its answer is 51. So when you are dividing two decimal numbers, one procedure is to convert them into their fractions and then do the division as usual, that is replace the division by multiplication by taking the reciprocal of the second fraction, and then continue how you do your fraction division as usual. There's another way. Obviously there's another way to do it, that is by direct division, which is also called long division. 25.5 is divided by 0.5. This is if I represent it in the form of a division. 25.5 when it is divided by 0.5, what I mean here is I have a divisor as a decimal number, I have a dividend as a decimal number. But how can I divide with a decimal number? What I need here is a whole number, isn't it? I need a whole number divisor. So how to convert this into a whole number divisor? What I need to do is to convert this divisor, which is a decimal, to a whole number. I need to shift this decimal point one position towards the right. Now when I am shifting, when I want to shift one position to the right, the decimal in the divisor is shifting one position to the right. The decimal in the dividend also should shift one position to the right. So then it will become 5 divided by 255.0. 5.0 divided by 255.0, which means 5 divided by 255. Now we will divide as usual. 5 5s are 25. Bring down 5. 5 1s are 5. Leave you with a 0 reminder. So that's how you can say the answer in this case is 51, which is the same in both the cases. So what we have seen here is we have shifted the decimal position or the decimal point one position to the right, both in divisor and dividend, so that I can make the divisor as a whole number. Now before we look at few other examples and before we proceed further, I want you to understand the logic behind this. What have we done and why have we done? So we have 25.5 is divided by 0.5. That means 25.5 is divided by 0.5. Now what I want here is I want a whole number in the denominator. Now 0.5 means it is 5 by 10. 5 by 10 when it is multiplied by 10 will give you 5, isn't it? When I am multiplying whatever is there in the denominator, if I am multiplying this fraction with any number that is in the denominator, it will give me only the numerator, or I am able to convert this 0.5 into a whole number when I am multiplying it by 10, isn't it? So I will be multiplying this by 10 so that I can convert this into a whole number. Because I cannot simply just like that multiply any number with any number, what I do here is 0.5 when I am multiplying it by 10, I will multiply the numerator also with 10. Or in other words, I am converting this fraction 25.5 by 0.5 to its equivalent fraction by multiplying both the numerator and denominator by 10. My first aim is to convert this denominator into a whole number. That could be done by multiplying by 10. So I am multiplying the numerator also by 10. Now I am getting an equivalent fraction which is 255 by 5. You understand? 25.5 when it is multiplied by 10 also gives you 255. This also, incidentally, it has become a whole number here in this case. Now both these fractions are equivalent fractions, that is, the value of these two are same. The value of these two is same. That's how you can write 255 by 5 as 51 with direct division. You understand? Let us look at another example. Suppose I have a fraction, say 11.88. I want to divide this by 5.4. By direct division method, how are we going to do this? 11.88, when I want to divide it by 5.4, what I have here is a decimal point as a divisor, decimal number as a divisor. What I want here is a whole number divisor, that is, I just want a whole number. In this case it is 54. So what I need to do is I need to move or shift this decimal point here one position towards the right. So this decimal in the dividend also will be moving one position towards the right. Now this will become 118.8. Understand? Now 118.8, when this is divided by 54, 54 times 2 is 108. Now this has become 0, this will be 1. Now here you have a point. Now if I want to bring down this 8 here, I am bringing down that digit which comes after the decimal point. So I will be introducing the decimal point in the quotient as well. Now 54 times 2 again is 108. This leaves you with a 0 remainder. So answer in this case is 2.2. You understand? So what I need to do here is to convert or change the decimal number which is a divisor here must become a whole number. This will be possible when I am shifting this decimal point one position towards the right. So I am equivalently shifting one position of the decimal point in the dividend also one position to the right. That will make you easy to divide the fraction or the decimal number here, right? Let us say another example. Say I have 69.92. I want to divide this by 7.6. How can we do that? We have 69.92. We are dividing this by 7.6. Right? Now this is a decimal number. What I want to have here is a whole number. When this can be obtained? When you are shifting this one position, when you are shifting the decimal number one position. So we will be shifting this decimal number also one position towards the right, making this as 699.2. Now let us work out something here. 76 times 9 is 54. 7 9s are 63. 63 plus 5 is 68. So this 9s is 684. 9 minus 4 is 5. 9 minus 8 is 1. Now I want to bring down this 2. But this 2 is after the decimal point. So I will be keeping a decimal point here also. Now 76 times 2 is 152, leaving you with a 0 remainder. So this answer in this case is 9.2. You understand? Let us look at few other examples. Say suppose I have a number something like say 0.5. Say this time I want to divide this with 0.25. So what I have here is 0.5. I want to divide this with 0.25. Now what is happening here is this is a decimal number. So I want to convert this into a whole number. So that means I have to shift this decimal point 1 and 2 positions to the right. Here I have 0.5. 0.5 is same as 0.50. This is same as 0.500, isn't it? Now this decimal point, if I want to shift two positions, one position and two positions to the right, it must become 50, isn't it? 50.000, which means it is just 50. If this I am dividing it by 25, 25 times 2 is 50, leaving you with the remainder 0. So your answer in this case is 2, right? Say suppose I have 9.01. Let us say we want to divide this by 1.7. Now 9.01 is divided by 1.7. I have this decimal. I want to convert this decimal number to the whole number. So 7, this will decimal number will be moving one position to the right, making it as 17. So we will move this decimal number also one position to the right. So this will become 90.1. 90.1 when divided by 17, 17 times 5 is 85. 90 minus 85 is 5. Bring down this one, but this one is after the decimal point, so we'll keep the decimal here also. 17 threes is 51, leaving you with a 0 remainder. So this is 5.3. You understand? Say suppose I have say 10.011 is divided by say 2.35. Now how do we do this? We have 10.011 is divided by 2.35. I want a whole number divisor, so I should be having it as a 235, isn't it? So my decimal point has to move two positions towards the right. So we will be moving 1 and 2 positions toward the right, making it as 10 and 01.1. Okay. Now 235 times 4 is 940, right? Now 1001 minus 940 is, this is 1, 10 minus 4 is 6, 9 minus 9 is anyway 0. Let's bring down this one. Now I am bringing down the one which is after decimal point, so keep a decimal in the quotient, right? Now 235 times 2 is 470. Now if you subtract this, this will be 1 and this will be 4 and this will be 1. But this is a reminder. Now 141 is less than 235. So how to proceed with the division? Let's imagine there's a 0 here and let's just bring down. Why I can imagine there's a 0? Because this is after the decimal point and to the extreme right. You can introduce as many zeros as you want. So let us bring down this 0. Now 235, let us say 235 times 6 is 5 6 are 30, 6 3 are 18, 6 2s are 12. Well, so this is 6 times, this will give you 1410, leaving you with the remainder 0. So the answer in this case is 4.26. So whenever you are dividing decimal number with another decimal number by another decimal number, we must make sure that the divisor here must be a whole number, and to do that we are shifting the decimal point to as many number of places that is required. How many ever places you are shifting the decimal point, you should be moving the decimal point so many places in the dividend as well, right? And then do the normal division, like how you divide a decimal number with a whole number. The final answer you get, whether it's a decimal number or a whole number, will be the required answer.